Good evening, YouTube. How you guys doing out there? I hope everything is well with you guys. Merry Christmas to you. I know it's a little early, but still, Merry Christmas to everybody. And got something I want to show you guys. I know it's probably a million videos. It's probably a million of these videos, but I'm just gonna do an opening real quick. I want to show you what I had made. First of all, I'm going to show you something, because some people, you know, what they want to, what they call skeptics, bashers. I'm going to show you something. This is a real USA Gibson. This is the case. I'm going to show you guys this first, because I know somebody is going to say, well, why don't you just get a real Gibson? I have a real Gibson. This is a $1,900 guitar. $1,900. They can be $3,000-$4,000. They can be $10,000-$15,000. You know, this is a case. I'll show you guys something. I had some work done on this. It's the real McCoy. It's the real McCoy. But this is what I had. This is the real deal. I even read the serial numbers to Nashville. They said, "Yep, we made this. They made this in Nashville. This is the real McCoy. It's a real USA Gibson. It's a $1,900 guitar." What I'm gonna prove a point to you guys. I want to say the whole. I know it's been 1,000 videos made about the Chinese Gibson knockoffs, and I just want to say to the people saying that it's wrong because it's counterfeit. I agree with you. It is wrong, because if you get a China-made Gibson, a China-made guitar that says Gibson on it, it's not a real Gibson. Let me take that back. If you get what they call a counterfeit Gibson, and it gets seized, I feel you shouldn't be able to get it back. You shouldn't be able to fight customs and get it. If it's counterfeit, it should be destroyed. I have enough respect for Gibson, because I respect them. I respect the heritage, and I respect them enough to say, hey, look, if it's copyright infringement, it's a fake, it's a counterfeit, it should be destroyed. You should not. Some people say, well, you can pay the the thing, you pay the money to get it out of customs, to have them release it if you fight for it. I don't think you should be able to get it. It should be a loss. It should be a loss. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm going to show you guys something. Show you guys something. That's my kitty cat again. He decided to lay down in my guitar case. Stop. But the reason why I say that, guys, is because I don't know if some people say, well, they're letting them people. I've heard so many stories about people saying, well, they're letting them. They let most of them come through because they're saying that Gibson is making money off of guitar parts, the hardware. Gibson makes the hardware. Epiphone makes the hardware. People are buying hardware to have them redone or remade or whatever. So Gibson is making money either way. It could be, you guys understand what I'm talking about, but I don't know the deal with that. But I feel as though if it's a counterfeit Gibson and they seize it, you should be shit out of luck. Now I've heard, I've had a guy say that he fought for his and he got it released. He paid the customs duty, and it was like another $70-something, and they gave him the guitar. I said, well, it's good that you're lucky, because the way I see it is, if you're gonna risk having a counterfeit made, having somebody's name put on and it's not real, and they take it, it should be your loss. But I'm gonna show you guys some stuff I had done, and it doesn't have Gibson on it, and because I refused, I was adamant. I was very adamant. I do not want Gibson on a headstock. I don't want their name on a headstock. And I was adamant about it. I don't want their name on a headstock. But I'm gonna show you guys something. I know there's gonna be some people that say, "Oh, just get to it already." Well, hey, if you don't like my stuff, don't watch it. We're not even gonna get into that. I've seen some videos about that too. You know, got this right here, this box. But let's see what we got. Let's see this big box right here. Came through JFK. I had a guy say, "Well, if you get it through coming through JFK, you're not going to get your stuff. They're going to take it." Well, no, because I've ordered 3. Like I said, I've ordered 3 guitars. I had no problems getting them through customs. But like I said, they don't have Gibson on the headstock. Well, they'll still seize it because I said, well, I don't know. I haven't had that problem. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I haven't had that problem. I haven't had that issue. I mean, a custom guitar is a custom guitar. It doesn't have Fender or Gibson on it, or Paul Reed Smith, one of the big names on it. Why should they seize it? Why should they take it? If it says PRS on it and it's not PRS, then to me they have a right to take it and destroy it. That's just the way I feel about it. Cut and dry. That's just the way. That's just my take on it. That's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents on it. Oh yeah, it's 2 pieces. I was making sure I wasn't cutting into the actual product. But another thing too, I did research. I did research on a people were arguing. That's all people do as a YouTuber, is argue. Some of you guys can't have a civil conversation without resorting to just outright disrespecting somebody, calling each other names and stuff like that. I don't have time for that. But some guy was arguing that where Epiphones are made. I have an Epiphone that says China on it. So people bitching about China guitars. I mean, come on, what's the problem? What's the problem if it's not a counterfeit? There are some great China guitars. I have an Epiphone that says China on it. Well, some guy says it can't be. It come from Korea. I said, look, man, It says China on. It says China on the back of the headstock. And you want to argue with me about that? I just looked on it. The Riviera. I don't know if there still are. I've just seen in a catalog the Epiphone Riviera on the back of the headstock. It says Riviera Custom. It says made in China. So Epiphone factories are all over the place. But I'm gonna do a part 2 video of me opening this because I don't want to make my videos too long. Stay tuned for part 2.